talk about it. Should you buy you a Casio watch? Is it worth it? Yeah. If you are one of those who are into digital watches, nah, there's a difference. Analog watches are those with the hands. Then you got digital watches, which Casio is known for making. They've been making these since the 70s or 80s. And if you are familiar with the G-Shock, the G-Shock brand and watch is made by Casio. Casio has been one of the leaders and also one of the front runners and innovators of the whole digital watch industry. So if you're looking for a reputable brand, but not only a reputable brand, a stylish brand that has some value, I go Casio. Now Casio have watches that range from $20 to three, four, $500. Once you start getting to the G Shocks can have different ranges of values. You have the older models, which you can find some of those used from anywhere from 50 to $200-300. Um, then you have the modern ones that which are very nice. I had a buddy with one. It has sort of like the Audemars style, but it was still a digital watch. Didn't look like it, but it was pretty dope. It was still a digital watch, and it had the silicone band, which he was able to change out. Cold silicone band. I'm talking about these G Shocks that they making now. Yeah, they can compete. These digital watches that they making can compete. But Casio has always been a competing brand. That is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Casio can compete. So if you want to be able to wear a watch that people can recognize, but also wear a watch that has style and that can, represent you in the right way, yeah, you can go Casio. Especially, like I said, especially if you're a digital watch fan. Like that means if you're not looking to try to figure out where the hand is at on the clock, if you're one of those people that's like, man, I ain't trying to read the clock, I'd rather have my watch tell me exactly what time it is, then you should probably go Casio. And I mean, that's just me. Casio is like number one on my list when it comes down to digital watches, because that was one of the first watch brands that I was really like in tune with. Like I grew up watching, hip hop stuff like that. I seen Soldier Boy with the first iced out G Shock, and as of the time when the G Shock was like, G Shock was one of the watches that you want to have as a young man, if you want to feel like you had some type of style, G Shock had their eras. But G Shock ain't never went away. It's just G Shock it's like it's a particular style now though. Me personally, would I get one? Yes. Um, will I sell a Casio or a G Shock? Yes. Um, will I like keep it like in my collection? Hell yeah. Hell fuck yeah. Um, and it's mainly just due to what I said. Like shit, it's different. Um, it's one of those watches that if I'm out running, jogging or something like that, like yeah. But at the same time, if I want to jump fresh and I want my outfit to coordinate with me, G Shock. I mean, Casio got that. Especially when you start talking G Shock. I'm a big fan of G Shock. I feel like G Shock was a trendsetter. Was also an innovator of his time, and it's also a style that's been replicated by numerous brands, but they still don't measure up to a Casio. And I feel like Casio is also very affordable and obtainable and reputable. So if you looking to find a digital watch, I'll probably go Casio. You know, that'll probably that'll be in my top five. So I go Casio. In particular, me personally, I like the G-Shock, but I also like the vintage Casio style. You know, the more square, boxy frame. You feel me? I think it was probably like 35 meters, like 35, 31. They were particularly kind of small, but the only thing I don't like about those is the wristband got to be big enough, baby. That's why I like them G-Shocks. Is more adjustable silicone wristbands. Them old school ones. I like the old school metal with the metal stretch band. I like the old school ones, and I like the old school metal bands. I think those are more classy, more stylish, and you can find those at a cheaper price, as well as some of the modern ones you can find at a reasonable price. It's not gonna be too astronomical like what you would pay for like a below or anything like that, but it'll still it'll still be worth it though. Like you get a bang for your buck, and it's something that, like I say, hey, if you are looking to have a conversational starter or something that can be recognized, I go Casio. And if you're looking for something that's durable, but also got some style to it, I'm gonna go Casio. And if you're looking for a particular one, I'm gonna say G-Shock. Like, let's just be real. But it's your boy Bass. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I just want to let y'all know, if y'all not familiar, y'all need to get familiar with Casio. If you are into digital watches, it's a brand for you. And if you're looking for a watch that is affordable and you want to get a bang for your buck, but you know, something that's stylish and you know that's known and reputable, I'm gonna go Casio. And me personally, like I said, G-Shock, baby.